you know what I'm saying, wasn't much expected. You
It
know,
was it was all right.
yeah.
Like I got home and then I started eating and then I think I got to where the second half. I don't know.
Hmm.
Did I miss a match?
What match did you cut? What match was on when you got to the house?
I got there like at 7:30. Like 30 minutes. I missed 30 minutes of con stuff.
Okay, so the first match was the tag match, Punk and
Oh
Zayn
yeah,
versus.
yeah. I missed out on that. I didn't.
Okay, yeah, that was the first match. Then I think it was Zelina Vega and Chelsea
Chelsea Green.
Green. Yeah.
Missed out on that too because I'm just like, all right, let me put stuff in there. Yeah, and then like the other ones, I was like, yeah, okay, fine. Chelsea Green's bleeding.
It is what it
Um,
is.
what's his face joined Seth
Oh,
Rollins.
Bronson Reed. That's crazy. They could have picked somebody else, man.
They could have gone. Yeah, true, but they could have done like better with. I don't know. It just feels like you should have done this at Money in the Bank. Why do it here?
Right. They could have. Yeah, they could have saved it for Money in the Bank, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Eventually, it's like hopefully, the Money in the Bank spells better because like that main event. Is that the main event? John Cena and Logan Paul versus
Versus
Cody Rhodes and
Rose
Jey
Uso. I
Uso.
love Uso. I love Uso, but damn, come on, man. What's
Come
up?
on, what is that? What is that? What's going on here?
For real.
Um, I don't know how many times we said for real last week.
We said a couple times though. I know I did.
We said it the entire episode. I was just like counting them down. I was like, for real, for real, for real. We might as well just call this for real. And I just kept saying, I was like, all right, we're gonna keep it real, keeping it real. And then I was like, I looked up everything, all the podcasts that are called "Keep It Real." I was like, oh shit,
Mhm.
never mind. Be
Yeah,
real, real, for real. We're just
for
being
real.
for real.
Nostalgia.
Just for
Real
real. We're just
nostalgia.
being for real. And I just kept saying it too, for real. It is freaking hilarious. But instead, we're gonna call it something else right now. Are
Yeah,
you ready? You ready for this?
yeah.
Taking a break from clapping cheeks and collecting dubs like my name was Jeff on Marvel Rivals. I'm hitting pause just long enough to bring you a brand new episode of my third place podcast. I hope little kids don't end up listening to my show because then I have to explain what does clapping cheeks mean.
God.
Oh, this is my third place podcast where the vibes are nostalgic, the takes are hot, and the catchphrases, they're for real.
Mm-hmm.
For real. For those keeping count, that's five.
So far.
This ain't your average podcast. We're firing up the time machine like a Saturday morning and the cereal's turning the milk blue. And what? Lucky Charms?
Yeah,
Yeah, Lucky Charms.
yeah.
Or Tricks.
Tricks, yeah, yeah.
Tricks are for kids, though.
Mm-hmm.
What if now that we don't see the tricks because we're no longer kids?
Right. I still mash them. I don't give a shit.
I'll still smash him. Fuck it.
Sure, sure. For real.
All right, we're talking real deal 80s and 90s cartoons, afternoon reruns, deep cuts from the forgotten VHS vault. The should have never been watching that stuff. The should have never been watching that stuff, and the ones that made us run to the TV faster than Sonic with a sugar rush.
Mm.
You want Marvel Rival tips? We got them. You want chaotic trivia games and action figure debates? Bet. You want to talk about Pokemon cards? Yeah, buddy. N64 classics and why we miss blowing into game cartridges like it fixed everything.
Mm.
Oh, Oh, we're
Yes,
there,
sir.
bud.
Yes, sir.
And that's how I knew how to blow. So grab your fruit gushers, adjust your snapbacks, and get ready to mash the nostalgia button with us. Joining me on this epic co-op quest in my main man, my Lions MVP, the one with the perfect wrestler intro energy, brother Greg. Welcome in, brother.
What's
How,
up? What's up?
how's the week treating you, man? How you been keeping it? How you been? Have you been keeping it 100 or keeping it Nickelodeon slime level messy?
Keep it 100 the best I possibly can, So,
Oh
just
shit! Oh yeah,
re-
dude. Um, went to the store earlier. Got my nerd
mm,
haul fix going. Uh, Obviously, I had to go and check in with the Second and Charles people
mm,
because they always have what I want.
yeah,
So went in there, got 50 Pokemon cards
sweet.
for $5.
Dang, huh?
Yep. And of course, they're just like right there in the like area, just looking at it. There's some on the bottom where like on the counter and inside the counter on the next side, and those were like
Mm,
what they were hollow. They weren't like anything big or X's or DX or all that stuff.
yeah,
They were like
right.
just hollow stuff. I think I got one from this set right here, but yeah, I got Venomoth.
Mm.
Fucking beautiful. The shiny, dude. The shiny. Look at that. Shiny ass. I swear to God. The
Yeah.
same thing was last week, dude. I was like, I see this and I'm just like, why is this here? Who's bringing it here? Who's like trading this? Did someone trade it? Did someone say like, I don't want Banama,
Yeah.
shiny piece of crap? Like, bro, come on, this is ridiculous. Um, so for those that don't know, yes, I am a collector
Mhm.
uh, of the Pokemon variety. Um, I have binders. I'm doing my collection from 1 to 151, of course. Like I'm trying to do that. Uh, but ever since I've been buying those other like cards and the packages and stuff, like
Mhm.
I've come up from, 1 to 1,000. So
Right.
one day I decided to grab a binder. It's like, let me start putting them in from 1 to 151, the original, the OGs from back in the day.
Yep.
Those are the ones that I know of. The other ones that
Mhm.
I know of are from Pokemon Go, obviously. Like I
Right.
don't, I from after 151, after the first OG show, that's all I watched. I haven't never watched any other stuff. Like
Mhm.
it, so time confusing. It's so time, it's the timing and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. So let me start collecting again. Let me start doing this stuff. And so I did. And from 1 to 151 right now, I'm doing the Whisper Decks, which is doing lore, talking
Mhm.
about doing four of them, four cards, plus a trainer card, plus a stadium card. And maybe if there's an item there that I don't know about, I'll ask, I'll do the lore with that too. So I
Mhm.
will in there and I start looking for 151, obviously. There's some
Right.
stuff there, and I can barely find a few. I found some trainers. I found some stadiums,
Mm. Dang.
and I put them on the list as well,
Mhm.
dude. The fact that I got trainers and stadiums on there, and when I go and like buy the stuff, and the person that's like counting the cards, like, why you have? Oh, cool, 151s, okay. And then it goes up to trainer, stadium. What the hell? Like looking at me all weird and shit. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting those. It's for a project. Trust me.
Mm.
And then it's all like, why do you have two why do you have doubles? What are you trying to do? It's like art because some of these like I I have a Zubat, like three Zubats already, but I found
Dang.
a Zubat that is Jesus, I bought more trainers and than I did the other stuff. Look at that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So Benema is the only hollow in there.
Mhm.
Zubat was because it looked kind of different than everything else that I had in there.
Right.
What's the little toys the Stitch toys that they do?
Yeah.
Um, it looks like it's stitched up like like someone was crocheting it.
Mm.
So it looks like a crochet Zubat. Yeah, there it is. So I'm like,
Oh yeah.
that is rare. That's nice. I'm gonna get this just because it has like a
Mhm.
crochet look to it. And then
Yeah.
I'm looking at the illustrator. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
They drew it into a crochet. So I'm gonna keep that one, and I'm gonna put it in the other section. I have doubles and triples, but then my other binder is full of people that are like illustrators, are like that are drawn, and I'm just like that's the whole different binder that I want to keep because they look so freaking amazing. They look like comic book characters. They look like different kind of art. So I'm
Mhm.
keeping that there. I'm gonna keep it. And then the other binders, I'm trying to get more binders as well.
Yeah.
And like have a green one for grass type, have a blue one for a water type, have a red one for fire type,
Oh
and
yeah. That'd be.
then
Yeah.
have a main one just so I can put from 1 to 151 or 1 to 1,000.
Mhm.
And then the other binder is full of doubles. Um, I also collect Lorcana,
Mhm.
the Lorcana game that they have going on right now. So I got the fit. Not only did I get the 50, I got this. It's freaking that nerd haul right now, dude. It's the nerd haul. Like, let's come with me and check out my nerd haul.
Yeah.
So it's like I got Lorcana trading game, the because Osgiliath Island. It
Mhm.
has Beast and Bell.
Damn.
And lately I've been doing that too, like buying on doing all the lore on that as well, whispering and all this stuff.
Right.
Um and then of course the Marvel Rival stuff. That's all three of them, right? We have all three
Mhm.
of them. Yes. That's all three of them. Marvel Rivals, Disney Lorcana, and Pokemon. And all three of them, like it's content for me. And I love it because it's like it's giving me something to do other than the fact
Right.
that I've like lost interest in playing Marvel Rivals. But
Mm.
like at the same time, like, hey, let me go back to it, just in case. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I need to stop spending money on this. Let me go back to Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely doing that. Leanna and Mena says hi. They're in the chat.
So
They're
I
saying
said,
hi.
yeah.
Jane
Hey,
says
hey.
hi as well. Like,
And I
hello,
said,
ladies.
hey,
How are you two guys doing? Thanks for
I'm girl.
stopping in. We just getting started. Just talking about uh the stuff that I just bought. And then Superman, James Gunn, Superman's coming up real quick. Probably in July. It's gonna be next month by the time we hit July.
Right.
It's gonna be June, and then we're gonna go by quick. So I went
Mhm.
and bought like um All Star Superman. Like
That's what.
like
Sweet.
he got the idea from All Star Superman. So like, all right, I was like, I only got one cover, and it was from back in the day when they pulled it out, and I
Mhm.
think it was in 2010. Yeah, and I only got one cover of it, and I don't know where it's at. So I went to go buy the graphic novel, the big book. Like, want to read it before the movie comes out, so I got this one, and it was
Yeah.
for 9.99, cheap.
Not bad. Not
And
bad.
then I said, let me get the volume two. Let me get volume two, which was for $7.40.
Damn.
Yeah. So volume one, volume two, Superman, 50 cards, Pokemon cards for $5, and
Mhm.
the Lorcana booster box, which has two shinies in there. Can't wait to pull them out. Can't wait to play with them. Can't wait to see what they have.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it. And then of course I got my C4. We're ready. We're here. We're fucking ready to go. We're ready to do this.
No doubt. No doubt.
So I just wanted to share that. Mena says she can't wait to see the cards. I can't wait to pull it out. Can't wait to do that. Hell yeah. Um, Greg, what's going on, man? How was your week?
Simple week, just working, and coming on. I do Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got up this morning and mowed before. I thought it was gonna rain today because it's so cloudy, but
Right,
I
right.
got that, and then like I got your message the other day at work about
Yeah.
today's topic, and I was
Yeah. Hell
like
yeah.
hell yeah.
Hell yes, sir.
'Cause we were talking about it last week, but then we slipped into something else, and so I said I had a feeling you was gonna come back to it. I said yeah. I said yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then I saw you pull the Chip and Dale card.
The Chippendale card was awesome,
And I
dude. I was like,
said,
I got
I
pretty
said,
nostalgic about that. And then
we got
you said
we got to talk.
you started watching it on Disney Plus.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't actually start it.
I,
I was like,
I haven't started either. So like, if we're gonna do that, let's do that because that
yeah,
show was pretty awesome. It was like this
yeah,
freaking nostalgic, man. And thanks to Jane, she's
yeah.
the one that picked. It's like she's the one that's like asked for like all of them. And I'm like, all right, you know what? Hell
Actually,
yeah.
she sent me a clip of the theme song. She was watching the show because she's in North.
Swedish. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, it was a different language, but it was bumping though. It
But
was
you
better
still
than
sang it,
the
right? You still sang it.
banger. It was better than the U.S. version. And I was like,
Oof,
damn, that's crazy though.
better than the US version. Hell yeah. And I was like, you know what? Chip and Dale. That's all I'm like singing the entire day too. Today I was like, oh shit, that song stuck in my head all day.
Yeah, yeah,
There's so much stuff we didn't get to talk about last week.
yeah.
And like we have all freaking out. Probably because it was the pilot episode. We want to just cram as
Right.
much as we wanted in there and just talk about all kinds of topics. We got
Yeah.
stuff. We got two games in one episode. We're good. We're good for this week. We'll figure something else next week.
Yeah.
Um, and we figure we have all kinds of time to do so. Um,
Hmm.
but like let's talk a little bit about Marvel Rivals.
Oh, word.
Um, like I tried to talk about it last week, and I was like, it's like
Yeah.
you asked me, like, why did I start? And I was like, all right, I gave
Yeah.
you that reason. And then I'm like, and I was gonna tell you what the stats were and how I'm doing so far and everything. And
Yeah.
and I just told you like I don't want to play anymore. Like here's the but still, let's talk about it. Why not? So far for this season alone, I've clocked in 82 hours of gameplay,
Dang.
over 500 matches, over 250 wins, over 6,000 KOs, and my best kill streak so far is 34, and that's
Dang.
with Penny Parker. That's with the
Mm.
Spider Girl thing.
Yeah.
Um, I clocked in 31 hours on Thor before I started using Penny Parker as my new main. 12 hours with Penny. She's almost at lore status. 6
Mm.
hours of Squirrel Girl, 2 hours with Cloak and Dagger, and 2 hours of Moon Knight. Not There's nothing compared to past few seasons
Hmm.
where I'm just like these numbers would be like through the roof, like you wouldn't believe. What? 24 hours with this person? What?
Mm.
And then like it'd be like 105 hours of gameplay altogether. The fact
Yeah.
that this time, because I'm doing all kinds of other stuff, I just put the game on hold for a bit. And
Hmm.
like I just got tired of the whining and bitching from people on there complaining. Like there was a healer strike because people didn't agree with what somebody had said about, healers have it easy and blah blah. So all the healers decided to go on strike. And I'm just
Mm.
like, this game is so toxic. Why do you listen to people? Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go and play as a healer. That's why I have like 2 hours of Cloak and Dagger because I started playing as a healer. And I was like, see, not bad. And it's like I'm waiting for Cloak and Dagger to turn into a lore status, so I can be like, yeah, see, I got it. Um, but like as soon as I get to gold, I was fine with it,
Mm.
and then I find out that they're gonna start banning characters at gold
Dang.
at gold status, and I'm like, that's like farther away. That's like up
Mm.
to where like the last three before you win a big game. Not
Mm.
gold, not in like the beginning. Like get out of here.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, let's start banning Namor and Hulk. because they have a tag team situation where like Hulk's um Hulk's green stuff is on the Namor's little squid, and I'm
Hmm.
just like, shit, this shit is annoying. Okay, let's
Yeah.
ban Namor and Hulk. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's ban Wolverine because he's annoying as hell. Let's ban other people because they're team ups with other people, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so that's pretty much why I started using other characters as well. Penny,
Hmm.
which I'm almost at lore status. I stopped using Thor because I'm already there. Like as soon as
Right.
you reach gold stat or lore status, I don't want to play
Hmm.
them anymore. It's like I've reached the top of my potential.
Hmm.
Like I've reached the highest part of the freaking achievement. Let's use
Hmm.
another one and you like raise them up until they're done, and then keep going with the other characters. Um,
Right.
Two characters I won't use are going to be Black Widow because she's a sniper and
Mm.
I hate sniping, just shooting, and I don't want to be yelled at by all these other people. It's like, will you hurry up and shoot people? I'm like, and the other one is Spider Man, who's just like annoying as hell because he just
Damn.
comes at you. And I'm like, I'm gonna start using it just to annoy other people. It's like, and then I start
Yeah.
using him, and I was like, he's so, go away. I don't want to use him anymore. Get out of here. Hey, it's so annoying, man. Let me tell you about the
Hmm.
battle pass. It's almost done.
Hmm.
I just need to get unlock the last skin, which is only character I will never use. Obviously, Black Widow. But
Mm.
it's like, all right. As soon as I get the funds to it, the freaking purple coins, then she's unlocked, and then I can unlock some other stuff.
Right.
Uh, I've gotten so far X-Men Psylocke, the
Damn.
Spider-Man that comes with the first battle pass,
Hmm.
Punk Rock Squirrel Girl, which I love, X-Men Magic, Hellfire Gala Luna Snow, Hellfire Gala Hulk, but I think it's Joe Fixit. The Hulk that had the talks and has a hat and it's like from Vegas and has a coin and it's like, like he's a mafia man. He's a mafia member.
Hmm.
Like there's Star Spangled Steve Rogers, freaking
Mm.
Captain America that has the gala like he's wearing a suit.
Hmm.
There's comic accurate Iron Fist.
Damn.
Dance partners Cloak and Dagger and two gallery cards. And
Hmm.
after I unlock Widow from now until season 2 finishes, I
Hmm.
still get to accumulate the purple coins and buy 100 blue coins with 1,000 purples. It's like it doesn't make sense
Damn.
though. It's like 1,000 purple coins just to get 100 per blue coins.
Right.
The blue coins though, you use it to buy costumes, and the gold coins you get to buy the next season's battle pass. The purple coins are just they reset every season.
Dang.
Um, I have until the 30th to do this because then 2.5 starts.
Right.
And 2.5 is we got in season 2 we got Emma Frost and all the
Wow.
gooners are out there like looking up her upskirt and shit, and like there there was the skin that came out with it where she's diamond and she's like half naked and it was like, yeah, let me have her. I love this. Yeah. And I'm
Dang.
like, Jesus, right? And then not only that, you get all the what are they called? The cosplayers. As soon as
Hmm.
a good ass costume comes out like that, that's half naked, like you turn around and then you see the cosplayer and they are perfect. I was like, bro, how'd you get this so quick? How
Dang.
did you get that costume so quick? Like, where did you go? Where do you buy that? Like, huh?
Dang.
Um, the next one's gonna be Ultron 2.5.
Ooh.
So I can't wait for that. Of course, everybody's fucking already gatekeeping. Like if you have never played what's it called? Healer, you can't play Ultron either. No, no. I was like, shut the fuck up. Stop
Dang.
gatekeeping. We're gonna play. We're gonna keep playing. Okay. and I seen
Great.
Ultron playing. It is ridiculous. Um, and the reason I don't know, it's like I keep having excuses as to why I don't want to play anymore.
Hmm.
Oh, and one of them has to do with probably because I bought a bundle skin with my
Hmm.
blue units accidentally,
Dang.
which cost over 3,000 blue units, bro.
Dang.
I was looking at the Thunderbolts Bucky and Hellfire Gala Black Panther
Hmm.
skin, and
Hmm.
I'm just like, "Oh, cool, there's a bundle." And then I'm like, "All right, let me look at the MVPs. Let me look at their the video package and everything."
Right.
And Black Panther Gala is like fucking so unique, and he's all like just um what's his name? He's just fucking standing there with his like wardrobe and everything, and he's just chilling, looking all perfect and shit. And same with Thunderbolt Bucky, who's just like again,
Mhm.
and they're both just chill. It's like all right, so cool. And it's like I wanted to watch the video footage of it. It's like how they're using, and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
accidentally pressed the wrong button
Damn.
and I ended up buying them. And then I let out this loud ass no. What the fuck did I do? And then I see that I'm at 0,
Damn.
and I'm like, I wanted to use that to buy Namor,
Right.
and it was X-Men Namor.
Mm.
And then now they have beach skin, beach girl skin, squirrel girl. They have new stuff. They have new stuff coming out for the next season, and I am at 600.
Wow.
And I'm like, I hate this. I can't even buy any more stuff. Like people that I use. Not, I don't use Bucky or Black Panther. Black Panther, I kind of like use here and there,
Hmm.
like only when they actually fix them,
Yeah.
because they like pretty much killed him. And then I was like, all right, fine.
Damn.
Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it until next season. Next season is starts on Friday, May
Mm.
30th. I'll probably be playing it all day.
Yeah.
We'll catch up to you later tonight. And I'll probably let you know how the game is doing on Saturday when we do um the podcast.
All right. All right.
Somebody else has said something else. I just can't see it. Why can't I see it? Okay.
Mm.
Speaking of games, since we're talking a lot about games throughout this podcast, especially since we
Hmm.
touched on last week,
Hmm.
you know about this trend going around on TikTok about people's favorite games in the '90s, back when they had like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, when on
Yeah.
TikTok they could have pictured
Yeah.
this. Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1. People are reliving those moments and showing pictures, like
Hmm.
doing the little slide back and forth. Pretty soon I'm gonna do that. Are you gonna do that?
Yeah. Yeah, we was talking about that earlier. And yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
You're gonna do that. All right, I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah.
But mine is a long ass list. It's like for me, like dude, for me it's a long ass list. But like for me, here are a few that I wanted to touch on.
Hmm.
So I didn't have a Nintendo at the time. My the only time I ever had a Nintendo was my neighbor. My neighbor's Nintendo was mine. Like I would go over there. Like basically, I lived there because abusive relationship with my parents. So like me, I would like hide away at my neighbor's house. My friends would be like hanging out. Like babysitter would be like, telling her kids, hang out with him. Like, but mom's like, nah, fuck you, hang out with him. And like they would, and they showed me fucking wrestling. They showed me comic books. They showed me video games. I am missing something else. And superheroes, characters, toys. Like they're the reason why I love all this shit. That's and I blame
Yeah.
them. It's like I told them like, hey, you're the reason this and this and this. Like I know. Like all right, cool. Just let you know, horror movies. That's them. Everything. That's all them. They fucking introduced me to this shit. So like, they introduced me to Nintendo. So the only two games that I go over there to go play with them for was Mario Brothers and Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And like I would for Mike Tyson's Punch Out, I would always reach to Mike Tyson and then die. Like, there's no way I can beat Mike Tyson ever. Even now, I'm just like, I don't want to go through all the motions of having to beat all these people and then reach at Mike Tyson. And at this age, I'm just gonna throw the controller at the TV. Like, fuck you, motherfucker. I hate you. The other one was Mario Brothers. Jane says Tekken 3 on PS1 and Chip and Dale and Mario on Nintendo. That's awesome. I didn't know they had that. And I lost him. Ooh. What happened? Sir. Hold on. Okay. I mean, I can wait. I don't mind waiting for him. Can I invite him? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. His phone is acting up? Grr. Okay. He lost signal. He just got it back. All right. I can download a TXT version of this conversation. Hi. How you doing? I wonder what would happen if I paid for this. Hell yeah. Hi. Mm, I'm good. I'm just chilling now. Okay, here he is. He's back. We back. We back. We back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh,
Damn.
no, you're fine.
It would do that shit. It would do that shit when I'm recording.
Right.
Jesus.
It does that.
Man.
For real.
That's the whole thing about this town. Like, without Wi-Fi.
For real. Yeah. Like, yeah, the same thing. It's like when it storms, I lose Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But you was talking about Punch Out, right?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. That's the last
Mike
thing I
Tyson.
heard. Mike Tyson. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Tyson Punch Out. Like if we were adult, like if I were to buy this game now, like I'd probably grab the remote and throw it on the TV just because of freaking rage. Because that shit is ridiculous, dude. Having to
Yeah.
go all the way through to Mike Tyson only for him to just punch you once and then you're out. Like,
Yeah.
Come
Crazy.
on. Um, so my mom bought the Super Nintendo, and I honestly don't know how I felt at the time because it wasn't as epic as the Screaming Kid opening up his
Yeah,
present on Christmas Day.
yeah.
Super Nintendo. So the first game that I put a lot of hours gameplay on was Super Mario World, and that
Mm,
game had me hooked from start to finish. I was
yeah.
probably 11 or 12. I don't know. I never binged on the game prior because I didn't have a gaming system, and that was
Hmm.
my neighbor. And even then, I didn't binge like they did.
Yeah,
But when it first happened, I got to my first castle, and the music changed, and it gets
yeah,
all tense and everything. And I got
yeah.
super emotional that I start getting upset because I keep dying and that my hands start shaking. And I told my mom, and she was like, "Take a break, relax, calm
Yeah.
down, it's okay." And she's all like, "It's just, you know, that's never happened to you before." I was like, "No." Oh yeah, so there's your first system.
Hmm.
Okay. So when I told my best friend, like my neighbor, was like, "Hey, does this ever happen to you?" He was like, "Yeah." He just mentioned what it was, and I never paid attention to it.
Yeah,
But he was proud of me because, like, he was like, "You're learning. You're becoming a gamer. Good shit."
yeah.
And I didn't know at the time, but probably what they had to go through. They a bunch of things like that on Mario 3 and or Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I was like,
Right. Oh yeah.
dude. For Sega Genesis, we all know the first game was Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously.
No doubt. No doubt.
But I didn't have it. My cousin had it.
Hmm.
But later on in the years, as we got older, my
Hmm.
brother didn't want to share his game time with me or her sisters. So in the living room of our apartment was the Super Nintendo,
Hmm.
and later on the Nintendo 64. And then
Yeah,
in mine and my sister's room was the Sega Genesis, and we alternated between rooms. Like, hey, you want to play? Like, yeah, sure. Let me here, give me the game.
yeah,
Like, we'd go into separate rooms. I was like, and play a fucking game. And then once
yeah.
we had all three systems, we what are you playing? I'm playing
Hmm.
this and this and this and this. What are you playing? I was like, here. Like, here. All right. I'm gonna go in the living room. Go play. Okay, cool. Um, Sega was Sonic had come out, but I really wanted to binge on something else.
Hmm.
And do you remember X-Men 2 Clone Wars?
Yes.
Yes. So this had Beast, Cyclops, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Psylocke, Wolverine, and
Yeah.
a useless character, Magneto.
Hmm.
Like who just flew and didn't do anything. He's still useless on freaking Rivals. I don't know why. He's slow as hell. Like, oh, so nothing much has changed. Just he's just slow as fuck. He
Yeah.
thinks he's floating, and I was like, whatever, dude. So, like, I remember playing this game, and the
Hmm.
only thing of this game that I remember is the final character, the
Hmm.
alien. Just like it's like a small room where like the aliens are like going after you, and I've used
Yeah.
up all the characters to try to beat it, and I just
Yeah.
couldn't. So I finally realized, like, wait a minute, the alien's only attacking you on this side, like
Hmm. Hmm.
where it's going this way with the tail. It
Yeah.
looked like a scorpion, and it's going like that, and I'm just like, it's not hitting you from above. It's like, all right, Magneto, this is your time to shine, buddy. Let's go. So I used Magneto, and I had him like float in the air the entire time
Hmm.
and just hit him,
Yeah.
shoot him, and I kept pressing the button like the entire
Yeah.
time. Shoot him, like dead, and I win the game. And I'm just like, finally! I was like, hell yeah, dude! And everybody else like, how'd you win? I was like, Magneto, fucking straight up in the air. Uh, fucking hell, dude. Um, Nintendo 64. What was it? Mario,
Super
right?
Mario. So,
Mario
yeah.
64.
Yeah.
Uh, I wasn't into that.
Everybody had it though. Everybody
Everybody
had it.
had it.
Yeah.
GoldenEye,
Oh man.
man, GoldenEye. But the one that I really binged on was Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Mm.
And prior to this, I was not a fan of Legend of Zelda. I wasn't into it. Like,
Yeah.
Legend of
I really
Zelda
want
1,
to
2,
beat
and
it though.
3, A Link to the Past, all that.
Yeah.
And the only reason I played this game was because my best friend was playing at his house.
Hmm.
And I was just like, he got it. He's all like, hey, come hang out. I was like, all right, cool. So I go to his plug and place. He's over there just plug and playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, using the ocarina and everything. And I'm just chilling, fucking reading some magazines, listening to music at the same time, listening to music and fucking playing. And I'm like looking at him die several times, and I'm like, why don't you do this? All right, cool, did it. It's like, okay, cool, all right.
Damn.
And then I'm just looking at it, it's like, all right, cool. And then I fucking go back to reading magazines, and I go look up every time. It's like, oh, nice. And then I
Dang.
finally, like later on, I get into it, and finally I realize, like, you know what? I need my own game. Like, let me go buy this game, and I did. And the weirdest thing is, like, I stopped hanging out with him for a bit just so I could play this game, and he'd come
Yeah.
over and he's all like, "What are you doing?" It's like playing Legend of Zelda. Why couldn't you play at my house?
Dang.
Fuck you. Why? Why? Are you... like, am I gonna play by myself, or are you just gonna like keep alternating? Because like I've been binging on this. Like, oh well, damn. Why didn't you say you wanted to play my game, dude? I would have let you borrow it.
Yeah.
Well, damn. I didn't know. But I was a fan ever since that. I became a fan of Legend of Zelda, A Link to
Mhm.
the Past, 1, 2, and 3, Majora's Mask, Oh, Link's Awakening, like all those games, and it was like, that made me a fan. I'm just like, shit, Ocarina of
Yeah.
Time. Every time I see an Ocarina at a Ren Fair, I
Mhm.
fucking immediately was like, oh, cool. Can you play this song, the Water Temple song? I'm like, what does that mean? I was like, you never played Zelda. Go away.
Dang.
And then PlayStation 1, like
Mhm.
the only game that I played on PlayStation 1 was at the time in the 90s was Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Ooh. Yeah.
That was sweet as hell because like you do tricks and tips, you do tricks and shit. And I was just like, I swear to God, like I'd go up to school the next day and I was just like, can you do a nollie? Can you do a 360? Can you do this? I was like, how the and I was like, I don't know shit about skateboarding, but Tony Hawk taught me. I became cool. Like,
Yeah.
you
I
know
had it
this, do
on
you? Like,
64.
you did. What game did you have,
Yeah.
man?
Uh,
From
well, I
Nintendo,
started out
starting
with,
from the top, from the 90s.
from from the 90s. I had a Nintendo.
Okay.
To this day, I don't know how my mother swung that, but she did. But it was much later. It was like probably early 90s. And I remember, I remember it was Christmas, and back then I would peel the paper off the. It was under the tree, so I peeled the paper off the thing, off the present, and I looked and I said, "Damn, that look like NES." I said, "Hell yeah!"
And yes, I
So
love
my
it.
cousin, he already had a Nintendo, so I stole his Mario Duck Hunt combo
Oh,
pocket. I stole it. So I like, yeah, I got it. Christmas Eve comes, I open it up. I don't know how to hook the shit up to my TV. So my cousin has to come and hook my shit up. And now he know I got his game. Long story short. So that was my first memory was Mario Duck Hunt, the combo with the orange gun.
yeah.
And I had Tom and Jerry and I think it was Friday the 13th.
Oh God, I had that too. Like, no,
Yeah.
not at the time, but I played it
Yeah.
enough times on now where it's just like, is this the same game from back in the day? Yeah. It's like, oh,
I actually tried to play it on that TikTok we selling them game sticks. So I bought one and I tried to play. I said, this is horrible. This is terrible. How in the hell did we play this crap?
right. Like, how is this game? How when did this game become like good? Like all these
I'm like,
people
it was
just run
terrible.
away from Jason? What does that mean?
And I had a Super Nintendo Mario World. I remember we had a WWF game. I don't know if it was WrestleMania the arcade game
Oh,
or it was something else. I don't think it was something completely different at the time. It wasn't at WrestleMania arcade or something else. But I remember
was
I
it
picked
what
Razor Ramon,
for what console?
Super Nintendo,
It was probably Raw or Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. That
Royal
was it.
Rumble, yeah, because I remember
That
having
was
those
it.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it and then you hear Owen Hart's music?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was Raw. It was Royal Rumble. Like I remember
yeah.
having that as well.
And of course Mario Kart. Damn,
Oh,
wait,
of course, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Oh man, I made a lot of money on that Mario Kart.
Bro, Mario Kart and Mario Party is where you think you know your brothers and sisters,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't.
Yeah, all that fight.
Shady ass people, bro.
Yeah, for real.
I was
Like,
like, so we're not in the Lions? So you know, I thought you were my favorite. What happened? Like,
yeah, yeah.
why would you throw that blue shell at me? What's going on?
Dang.
Like, is this what you really think about me? Damn. Like
My cousin, he was so cold at Mario Kart, he would hit you with that green shell. Like it
the
wasn't
green
nothing.
shell.
I'm
Oh
like, how the
god.
hell you can hit somebody with a green shell though? I'm like, damn.
Oh, the green shell pissed me off too. Like everything, the gold stars, everything. Like even on mobile when you're playing, it's like it's not the same.
Mm-mm.
I wanna play with my family.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they'd be like, like bump into you and everything on purpose. Like
Hmm.
motherfucker, why? Why would you
Yeah,
do that?
yeah.
Even
Timmy.
Mario Party, dude, that was fun up until you had to like battle royal it. like
Yeah,
what are
my
you
homeboy, he
doing?
always played with Mario Party.
Mario
I
Party was a
remember,
shit, dude. Up until
I remember,
like
I remember
that
that.
time. Um,
And
Sega.
Sega, I got a Sega, another that one year for Christmas, and I got first game my mom got me. Well, it actually came with the Sega Genesis. It was Sonic and Knuckles,
Oh,
and my friend gave me Sonic Two. So
Sonic 2.
you could put Sonic Two inside the Sonic and Knuckles,
Oh, yes, I remember those.
so you can play with Knuckles on Sonic Two, and then she bought me. I think that year she bought me NBA Jam TE Tournament Edition.
That's crazy. Tournament edition.
Yeah,
I had one Madden game
hmm I did
and
too.
football, and then what's it called? The Tips and Tricks magazine, or even what's it? Game Genie.
Yeah,
The
yeah, we
Game
had a game
Genie.
then too.
I had the
Yeah.
Game Genies. Like I'm not. It wasn't even a Game Genie. Mine was a Team of Game Genie. And I tried to like set it up, and like it kind of worked. And then
Yeah.
you go into the tips and tricks thing, and it's like to activate 1980s bears,
Mm.
do this combo, and I did that, and then I did like a whole bunch of other team games too, and I'm just like, hell yeah, dude, this is fucking awesome. I love it.
I remember that man. I had you. You had to keep pressing the three buttons down. Then you hear, oh, you would get the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers, and they was
Right?
ranked 99, 99, 99, 99. I still remember that code to this day.
That's crazy, dude. I just kept pressing like buttons out of random buttons, and it
Yeah,
would show up. Like something would
yeah.
show up, and I'm just like, oh hell yeah. And then like once we got the tips and tricks, I'm just like, oh cool, okay, so press up, down, left, right. Konami code. What the hell? All right, cool. Press, press, select start. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another one too. It had comics, comics guy.
Mhm.
There was a comics guy game. Like I beat it all the
Comic
way to
Zone.
the Comic Zone. Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
beat it all the way to the end, and then like on easy mode.
Dang. I ain't never
And
beat that game.
I
Like,
and I totally forgot it was on easy mode once I beat it. I'm just like, oh shit. And then it said, and like in there, it's like to activate something, go to medium mode. I'm like, no, I'm done with this
dang.
game. I don't want it. I don't want to play anymore. It
That's how I
took me
feel with
this
that.
long.
That's how I felt with that Lion King. Shit was the hardest game
No.
ever. Jesus. I like, dang.
Why did the hardest games have to be Disney?
Aladdin, Lion
Aladdin,
King.
and I didn't even have those. My cousin had it. She like
Mhm.
I went next door. Like she lived like a couple of blocks from me,
Yeah.
and like I just hung out with her for a bit, and then
Hmm.
like she showed me her games. I was like, oh cool, you have this game and this game. I was like, hell yeah. Even now, it's like remember we used to play Aladdin and Lion King. I was like,
Yeah.
you had them, huh? Yeah, okay. So she had Aladdin, Lion King. I got those, and then she pulls out a Barbie one, and I'm just like, Fuck it. Let me see what this is about. Just like, oh, okay, that. I was like, nah, we're good. I'm not interested in this. Go away. It's like you're such a girly girl. Okay, go. But then
Yeah.
she had Aladdin, Tarzan,
Mm.
um, The Lion King. The Lion King was rough. Aladdin,
Man.
like the only time that I was like, I couldn't even get past the freaking um carpet. Had to like outrun the freaking lava and everything. And I'm just like, here's your game back. I don't want to play anymore. She's like, why not? I
Nah,
was like, I hate it. I can't get past this.
shit too hard. Like, shoot, you can't play that. Shit was like unbeatable. Like take the shit out. Put Sonic 3 back in or something. Like,
Right.
shoot, for real.
Why all the Disney games are hard.
Right.
There were more Disney games too. It's like I think there was
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck. Everything that
Yeah.
was on TV, it came out.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
And
they're
those
gonna have
were
games, but
yeah.
regardless. Like
And I'm
shit.
just like, who has these games? And I'm like looking at my cousin, do you have it? She's like, yeah. Like, how do you have it? My mom? Like, oh, that's right. Your mom is my aunt. So,
Dang.
right? Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, let's play this game. And she's like, okay. It's like, and that's the only time. Well, not the only time reason I go to her house, but it's like just to hang out and be like, hey, my aunt is like, she needed something, so I'd go over there and hang out for a bit, and
Yeah.
then I'd be like, ask my cousin, like, what do you have? What are you playing? What are you doing? I'm
Dang.
playing Barbie. I was like, never mind. Like what? Like it's okay. Nah, I'm good. Hello Kitty had a
Dang.
game. Come on. She had all these great games, and I'm just sitting here like Barbie, Hello Kitty, what?
Don't play that shit. No, shoot.
Like
Hell no.
I was curious, but at the same time, like, huh, okay. How do you
That'd be
have
better.
these games and then you have Lion King and Aladdin and you tell me that you beat them and I'm just like, I hate you. I hate you so much.
Dang.
Nintendo 64, obviously fucking GoldenEye. Like
Shit.
everybody will always say GoldenEye. I'm just like, nah, Legend of Zelda. What about you, man?
Me, it was what game? GoldenEye, WCW,
Oh yeah.
Revenge, NWO
Yeah.
Revenge,
Yes.
WrestleMania 2000.
Yes.
Uh, I had this one Star Wars game. It
Oh
was like,
god. Star Wars were fucking
God,
great back then.
what, what was it called? Rogue something? He
Rogue
was like
One?
an outlaw or something. And he had the gun.
Battlefront? No.
Nah, it was Battlefront was like for PlayStation.
Yeah.
Can't think of the game. I can't think, but it was you play this one player and he'll shoot stormtroopers. They actually ride the little bike thing that was on Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
We never passed that game, but we played it for hours. But we had a gang of stuff for 64. Mario Kart 64.
Oh
Um,
god, Mario Kart 64 was the shit. Who else? Mario
Bomber,
64, obviously.
Bomberman,
Which one?
Bomberman. What's the name of it? Bomberman.
Yeah,
Bomberman.
yeah, it probably
Bomberman.
is. I never played it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We always just be trading games with fools from school and shit. We ain't
Yeah.
never hardly bought the game. You know what I'm saying? My mom wouldn't spend that money like that. So, Duke Nukem 64.
Oh, fucking hell, dude. Yeah. Um, I mentioned
Man,
this earlier about shows that we shouldn't have been watching, games that we shouldn't have been
we should be
playing.
playing. Yeah, for real.
Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's like Conker's Bad Fur Day on Nintendo 64. When I brought this game home, because like, oh cool, Conker's Bad Fur game. Let me go check it out. New game,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, I would always get the new games, like
yeah.
that nobody's ever seen or nobody's ever saying anything. It's like, all right,
Hmm.
cool. Let me start playing it. Awesome. And then I get to the fucking you gotta pollinate the fucking flower, the sunflower.
Yeah.
And um and she's robust. And I'm like, what? Like, excuse me? I did the double take memes, like, what?
Dang.
Am I supposed to be playing this? And I'm like looking around, like, where's my mom at? Where,
Right.
where's my? It was like I know they're gonna barge in on when I'm playing this shit, and then like.
Yeah.
Cause I have it turned up and everything, and then I hear the. I'm like, no, turn it down, turn it down, turn it down. Hell no! Oh my god! Oh shit! And then I have thin walled in my apartment. Like, no way!
Mm.
All these neighbors gonna be like, what the hell, dude?
My
Conquest
mom
had
would
super
never. I
games.
mean, cause our 64 was in the living room, and I would be in her bedroom. So all the time she would come out, just go to the kitchen. So we'd be playing Duke Nukem.
Dude,
Man,
look at
pause,
hell yeah.
pause this shit. She walk out, butt naked women, all kind of shit, shooting all this shit. So,
Oh
like,
my
but you're
god,
right.
dude.
We ain't had no business playing that kind of crap at
We
our
had
age,
no
man.
business playing those
Yeah.
games, you know? Like, what are you shooting? I was like, hey, rah!
And we thought it was bad then compared to now.
Reason why I didn't know how to drive was because of Grand Theft Auto.
Mm.
Like, hit people.
I ain't played Grand Theft Auto till part 3. I
Yeah,
ain't know what Grand Theft Auto was.
I did. Grand Theft Auto 3 on PlayStation. It was like, yeah. GTA 3 was because I don't know, somebody let me borrow it, and I'm just like, what is this? My friend that has a fucking Ocarina of Time, same thing. I was like, what is this? Like, oh, it's called Grand Theft Auto. It's like, oh, okay. What do? You just fucking go around beating people up and taking their car. Sounds like my kind of game. Let me borrow. It's like, okay, here. Played it all the way through. It's like, and this is why I can't drive because then I start doing that to people too. Got into San Andreas right after that, and then that's it. We're done. I didn't get
I
into the
remember,
next one.
I remember about, when San Andreas came out, I had got a new PlayStation 2. It was
Yes,
the slim one.
the Slim. Yes,
I'll never forget it. I got my
bro. Why do I
I got
have? Why do I still have the map of San Andreas? And I'm just
dang.
like circling every. There's like I found the map of San Andreas, and I have like some places circled, and then like
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
it points out from here to there. I was like, all right, so you do this, and you
Yeah.
do this, and then you do this. So for San Andreas, I put hours into this fucking game, dude. This is
Hell
another
yeah.
game that I binged. I put hours into the game. I got annoyed by one particular song because you had to like do all kinds of fucking things to it, and it was
Yeah.
Hollywood Swinging. And every time I hear that song, every time I hear this song on the radio or at parties,
I know
all I
exactly.
can see,
I know
all
exactly what mission you talk about. You in the club.
I'm
You got there for the girl. You got there for
yes,
the girl. X.
yes, and
Yeah.
all I can think about whenever I hear this song, all I can think about is X, 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 circle, square, X, 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 circle, square. Oh shit, I fucked up. No,
But
X,
you
X,
know
X.
what mission I hated on there
Which
was
one?
that when you got to do them airplanes.
Oh, the parachute.
I actually broke a controller.
I
I was
like
like,
circle, square.
get this game. And I broke the controller. I said, damn, I gotta go get another controller. I'm like, shoot.
X, X. Yeah, I was like, I was so into that, and just like, I think I don't know, it was a parachute. I forgot. The only thing I remember from that game was the fucking game, the Hollywood Swinging,
Yeah.
because it still haunts me to this day. It's like
Man.
traumatic and shit. Like, yeah.
I bet you were
Um,
mad when they choose for the WrestleMania that year.
fuck.
Damn.
Everything about these games, dude, traumatic. PlayStation
Mhm.
1, obviously. I didn't get into what was it, Final Fantasy until later, until 9
Mhm. Yeah, I
or
ain't never
some
really messed with it.
a friend let me borrow 9.
Mhm.
Was it 9 or 10? No, it was 9. A friend let me borrow 8. No, 9. 7 was yeah, it's like all these people. Oh, last level of Zelda, you're not until you play the last level of Zelda, you're not traumatized. Until you play Sephiroth, ma'am. Okay, Sephiroth, Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 8, like whatever, wherever Sephiroth was, I know playing it, and then you hear the fucking theme music,
Mhm.
"Da Sephiroth," and I'm just like, this
Dang.
will haunt me for the rest of my life. Even
Mm.
listening to it on what Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah.
I and It's like, oh, PTSD. I can't play this anymore. But the because I had a bunch of friends who were into freaking Final Fantasy games, like, and they would
Hmm.
talk about it every time. I was like, "What's this? What are you talking about?" No, it's called Final Fantasy. It's like, okay, it's like here's Final Fantasy 8. Grab it, take it, go play. I didn't come out for like 2 weeks. Just like freaking playing the entire thing, and then I go back. I was like, dude, like, yeah, I was
Dang.
like, dude, and like, hey, welcome back. I was like, dude,
That's how
and
I
then
was with Kingdom Hearts 2.
right,
Like but I wasn't leveling up. I wouldn't level up. And my boy came up. He said, "Greg, you gotta level up, bro. What you doing?" I
oh
like
shit,
he taught me how to level up. It was over then. I was a beast. I like shoot, man.
dude says, all right, Kelly, see you later,
I still ain't played that Kingdom Hearts 3 though to this day.
right?
But
Kingdom
you
Hearts 3, dude. Hold up, before we get there,
know.
Not Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy 9. I played it.
Hmm.
And like it wasn't
Hmm.
9. It wasn't mine. Like they let me borrow it. The one I
Yeah,
actually did buy was Final Fantasy 10.
yeah.
And I was like, all right, I played it through, blah blah. I did all that stuff. Cool, awesome. It's a fucking heavy hours and hours and hours and hours again. Didn't see me for like
Hmm.
another few weeks. Um, Later on, a few years later, 10.2 comes out.
Hmm.
Again, same time, do that. Um, Another PlayStation of course.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, when the Kingdom Hearts came out, I was like, oh cool, let me play it. And I did play it, Kingdom Hearts 1. Didn't beat the whole thing. I was just like, it's whatever. It was just
Yeah.
like I played all the way through enough to where I was just like, I'm done with this game.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere past this. Kingdom Hearts 2 came out again, same thing. It's like it's just there. Kingdom Hearts 3. When was it? 2019, around there. Finally, after
Mm.
all these years, we finally get it.
Yeah.
2019. All right, cool. I got it. Let me start playing it. And I would always play it right before work at the casino.
Yeah.
And I got to the part Elsa's place, Arendelle,
Hmm.
and and it's like, okay, I'll continue playing it. I was like, you know what, dude? Oh shit, working, blah blah. 2020 happens. I didn't touch it at all. I tried,
Dang.
I tried, but I didn't touch it at all. Fucking other games came out, all blah
Hmm.
blah, all this shit. Um, 2022, 2023, start of it. I was like, all right, let me restart from the beginning. And started playing
Hmm.
from the beginning. Awesome, great, yeah. Again, I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it, I'm done. Just recently, I started playing it again,
Hmm.
and I'm like, this is so cool. Why did I stop? Oh yeah, that's right. Another game came out. Like that would take my attention. Of
Yeah.
course, yeah. And I'm like at the Big Hero 6 part. And
Mm.
I'm just stuck there. I don't know how it ends. I don't know anything of how these games end because I never played them all the way through. I just love
Right.
the fact that they have Disney stuff, but like
Yeah.
yeah. Hey Danny,
That's how.
welcome in. Oh man. So yeah, those were my games. Those were your games. Fucking hell yeah,
Hmm.
dude.
Yeah.
And even now, it's like, are we still playing games now? Yeah, Marvel Rivals. Of course, of course. Um, so back then, since we did
Hmm.
say like we're gonna talk about this stuff,
Yeah.
nostalgic cartoons, the after school block of nostalgic cartoons. Do you remember what those were?
Tailspins.
Yes,
Chip and Dale.
yes.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh hell yeah,
DuckTales.
Ducktales.
Uh,
There was
shit.
there was
Muppet
one
Babies.
Muppet Babies. Really? Wow.
Yeah. Batman the animated series.
Oh fuck yeah.
Spider-Man the animated series.
Yeah.
X-Men.
X Men.
You know,
Uncanny X Men.
it wasn't technically a cartoon, but you got to throw Power Rangers in there.
Gotta throw Power Rangers in there. Fuck
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Uh, one gonna take it back. The original Ninja Turtles cartoon,
Oh yeah,
TMNT. You know what I'm saying?
those.
So we had so many cartoons back then, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
Gargoyles.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, sir. Gargoyles. I didn't know it was episodic every day.
yeah,
Like I would come home after school and just like, oh shit.
yeah.
Like, wait, what? I was like, it was once a week. No. I missed a few episodes. What the hell? I was like, oh damn, I didn't know. And
Dang.
it was every day. And I'm just like, oh shit, I'm missing a few episodes.
Yeah.
And they cancel it after a whole season. And I'm just like, what the hell? No. Why? Um Uncanny X-Men. The reason why I got into X-Men was because of this.
Hmm.
Yeah, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Tailspin, Gargoyles, Uncanny X-Men, Goof Troop. The reason why I love again the Goofy movie. Well, not yeah, the Goofy movie came out first, and then Goof Troop, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, doesn't make sense. What?
Right. Exactly.
There was Aladdin. There was then after that the entire library of movies to TV shows: Aladdin, Tarzan,
Hmm.
The Lion King,
Hmm.
The Mighty Ducks, Hercules, and I'm just like, whatever.
You
Iago,
remember?
Wilbur Godfrey stayed on the freaking Aladdin show, and I
I
hated his
know.
voice. Like, damn it.
Then you think about them old the ones that some of the cartoons that didn't get no traction, but you had to be low key to know about them cartoons like what's that Street Sharks or
Street Sharks, dude.
what's that the one with the cats. There was like they were like cops or something. Dang, what's the name of that
Cats.
cartoon?
Remember it
Wild
well.
not Thundercats? No, not Thundercats. SWAT cats. That's
SWAT
what they were
Cats?
called.
I don't
SWAT
remember
cats.
SWAT
Yeah.
Cats.
See, a lot of people don't remember that. It was a cartoon with Bruce Willis. It was called Bruno the Kid. He
Hmm.
was a little boy, but he was like a
Yeah.
secret agent. Back cold cartoon. Right. Damn, you taking me back. My head is just spinning for old stuff though.
Hell yeah.
Like shoot.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Um, Even Saturday morning cartoons. It's like wake up
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday. What was it? X-Men?
X
Yeah.
Men.
Like
They had
I became a fan of X-Men because of X-Men.
yeah. It was like
Um,
they would show X Man, Spider Man,
Spider-Man, Unlimited Spider-Man. Uh,
Freakazoid.
Bro, Freakazoid, yes. Pokemon, obviously.
Yeah, which I
Uh,
ain't watching though.
I did. I like the first few hundred episodes. Like, all right, and
Oh
then
yeah,
like it got to the point where it's like, dude, you're still chasing Pokemon, bro. What? How aren't you like older now? What's going on? No, they're still the same age. How are you
yeah.
still? What's it like an everyday thing? Um, WMAC Masters.
Mm,
It's not a cartoon, but still, it was
yeah,
funny. It was great, and that's where one of these guys that was on the show ended up being on Mortal Kombat,
mm,
and even on Twitter, like this dude was writing a book about it,
mm,
and I'm like, when does this book come out? I was like, it's coming out soon. I was like, hell yeah, that's nostalgia right there, man.
yeah.
Jane watched Pokemon back then too. Hell yeah. Uh, um, what was it? Spider-Man because of Kingpin.
Mm,
But, I
yeah,
didn't I wasn't into X-Men at the time. I was into Superman, I was into Batman, the animated
yeah,
series. I met Kevin Conroy, that's how I met Kevin Conroy because of that show.
yeah.
Um, but X-Men is like, dude, I was living in Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
and all I got was DC Comics in my room. My stepdad was a DC Comics guy. No Marvel at all. Like,
Damn.
maybe a few, but
Mm-hmm.
not like a where I'd just be like, "Whatever, dude."
Yeah.
We moved from Los Angeles to Sacramento, and my uncle was like, Yeah, dude, X Force this, X Force that. What's X Force? You don't know X Force? You don't know this? What the hell? And then I go into this man's room. When I tell
Dang.
you, this man pulled out like a freaking thing of just Marvel stuff. And at the time, I
Dang.
didn't know what that meant, Marvel and DC. I just like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. What is this? X Men. This is X Force. This is Psylocke.
Yeah.
Getting introduced to Psylocke at such a young age, bro. Why is she half naked? What's going on there?
Right.
It's like, am I supposed to be reading this? I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
man.
All right then. Why is everybody on the X Men team like all wearing and stuff? And you see Psylocke. What's going on there? What's up? Hey, like what? No lie, no lie. Because I'm able to get like a skin every
Mm-hmm.
season.
Mm-hmm.
I got her original skin, and I'm just like, I stopped playing with her. And it was like, oh yeah, it's like I bought her skin, the original skin, where it's like
Yeah.
the tracks, the one suit, and I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
hmm, I feel better now. Okay, stop playing with her, just because I wanted to see her ass. That's all. That's all. No, no, no big deal. No big deal. I just wanted to see how she looked. Okay, we're done.
Dang.
um, Darkwing Duck, dude, I love Darkwing Duck.
Me too, man. That was, ooh, man.
The lore behind Darkwing Duck, dude. Mr. Dangerous. Everything about it, dude. Launchpad.
Yeah.
Um,
That boy Launchpad was on every one of them duck cartoons, though.
yes, he
Like,
was.
I'm tired of seeing this fool. Like, dang, get a life. Like, shoot.
He came from
But,
DuckTales, and then he shows up,
yeah,
and I'm like, oh, this man, like, this dude is he's the connection between DuckTales and Darkwing Duck, though. It's like,
yeah.
Uncle Scrooge,
He was
I
on
got somebody for
Tailspin
you.
too.
Uncle Scrooge, I got somebody for you. DW. Like what?
Oh, Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck, DW, Darkwing Duck. Hell yeah.
Dang.
Even the everything about Darkwing Duck, like even the freaking the villains on there, everything
Yeah.
about that, I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
DuckTales, the same thing. I had the DuckTales movie when that came
Me
out,
too.
and I saw it. I was like, oh hell yeah, the Goof Troop, fucking Goof Troop, Beagle Boys. That's what they're called, the Beagle Boys.
Yeah.
The Beagle Boys, and it's like every time I see them, it's like, what the hell is this? And then you start recognizing voices because you hear them
Yeah.
on somewhere else, and I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
that's one of the Beagle Boys. Great. Tailspin. I'm like, Baloo has a show?
Right.
Like, what? Where's the other kid?
They ain't have nobody else from Jungle Book on there except for him. So, like,
Right.
dang.
It's like, oh, okay. I love this show, but still. The Jungle Book spin-off, I guess.
Yeah, you can say it technically it was.
The Chippendale Rescue Rangers, again, same thing. That
Mm,
this show was freaking awesome. I loved it. And then I find out like just recently we did the whole Whisper thing and the whole the lore behind Chippendale because you guys asked for it. Jane asked for it.
yeah.
She just said she loved Darkwing Duck.
Mm,
But and so I go into Chippendale first, and then I go into Gadget, and everybody wants Gadget more, know more about Gadget and stuff. Like, all right, so I go into her stuff, find
mm,
out her and Zipper the Fly are married now and have
mm.
babies, and I'm like, what? How do they have babies? Because of the movie, because of the movie, they show that they're living together and that they have a family and everything, and I'm just like, how does
Dang.
Zipper and Gadget what? I don't understand. I don't understand how does that work. And then I'm just like, maybe they adopted, you know? And
Yeah.
did they ever show their kids? Are they like half mouse, half wings?
Dang.
The Fly. What the hell? And I was just like, all right, never mind.
But
I
it's
just
something I learned about Chippendale though.
it is. It's something
Like
like
they got inspiration from Indiana Jones
yes,
and Magnum PI.
yes,
I ain't never put that. I wasn't thinking about it at the time when I was a kid, but now that I got older, I looked at it like,
yeah.
no shit,
No
it
shit.
is damn though. Like that's crazy though.
It is. Jane says, I laughed so much over your face expression when you talked about that because it's true. Like, what is that? How does that even work? Zipper comes in there, blah, 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 and she's all like, "You want to do what? You want to start a family? Okay, let's go." Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck?
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
crazy.
Uh, let's start a family and have kids, and 2022 movie, if they ask, "Hey, this is what happened. This is what we're how we're like. This is the life we're living." I mean, sure,
Right.
if Shrek can do it with Donkey and the Dragon.
That's some wild shit too. That was some wild shit to
Like,
this day. How the hell that shit gonna
how do you
happen though?
how do you explain to kids that? Like,
Right. This supposed to be a children movie. What the hell y'all got going? What the hell y'all trying to pull off though?
that's crazy.
A donkey and a dragon.
A donkey and a dragon, a freaking fly and a mouse. What the hell? What the hell? Uh, the final episode of Rescue Rangers aired on November 19th, 1990. It's on Disney Plus.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna watch it for the first time in a while, and like I remember some episodes, but then again, it's like I have a recollection of them, and I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? Yeah, yeah. Voices of Corey Burton, Tress McNeil, Jim Cummings, Peter
Mm.
Cullen. No shit.
Damn.
Transformers. Rob Paulson, Alan Oppenheimer, Deborah Wally, Mark Mueller, Noel North, Monterey Jack, Peter
Mm.
Cullen. Man,
Yeah.
that man lived through my Transformers life, Optimus Prime, Eeyore as
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh, Monterey Jack. I can't believe Predator had a fucking TV show.
It did.
It did.
Dang. I ain't never know that.
Optimus
Dang.
Prime. I was like, if anything, I was hoping that Galactus, he would voice Galactus
Uh-huh.
because like who wouldn't want to hear him say I hunger in his voice, in his Transformers
Right.
voice.
Yeah.
Commander James Hawkins in Vehicle Voltron, Car in Knight Rider,
Dang.
Dino Riders, Airborne, Xandar, G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, Transformers, Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
Beast Wars had me.
Yeah.
Beast Wars had me, dude.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm in high school and I'm watching Beast Wars, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on? Um, what was it? The D. I think was it DC. I don't know if it was DC. The Static Shock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Static Shock. Yeah, it's like I started
Sounds
watching that
familiar.
too.
Yeah. Sounds
It,
familiar.
yeah, and then a bunch of stuff of DC and Marvel. But the only thing that
Hmm.
Marvel played,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
that's the only ones that I can remember. I don't remember any of
Yeah.
the other ones. Captain America
No.
would show up on the Avengers would show up on X Men. Different,
Hmm.
different way of drawing them. I hated that
Yeah.
when they would change. But I don't think what the later seasons of X Men is just like I don't count them. It's like this is horrible, right? This is horrible art. What the hell is
Hell
this?
yeah. Hell yeah.
X Men '97, bro. Did you ever get to watch it? Are you watching it,
I watched like one episode and I
dude?
canceled my Disney Plus. I got to go back and look at it. I'm gonna
Yes,
go back and look at it. I'm gonna check it out.
for sure. It's gonna get nostalgia for you. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Um, One of the writers on there went on Twitter. He got fired.
Damn,
But he got fired and everything right after season one premiered.
that's messed up,
And he was
man.
the head guy and everything. And he did, I don't know what he did. Like, you know what? He did some crazy shit. I'm just gonna leave it
Mhm.
at that. But every episode that came out, even after he got fired, every episode that he came out, um, he would always live tweet the entire thing. It's like, all right, so what do you guys think of this? All right, so the next episode, I
Mhm.
want you to read this episode, this comic book,
Yeah.
and he did that throughout the entire season. And
Mm.
like from then on, we just started getting to know what was happening, what's gonna happen on the last episode, and
Mhm.
all this. And like even then, it's like I kept retweeting it. It's like, oh shit. And then I looked it up. It's like, oh nice, okay, cool. So that
Yeah.
when oh fucking hell, the death scenes, motherfucker. Like, dude. Oh
Damn.
man, episode 5. Episode 5.
Mhm.
That's all I gotta say. Episode 5.
I'm gonna watch this shit.
You're
I'm
gonna
finna.
watch it and you're gonna
I'm
tell
starting this
me
shit
that
tonight.
is some bullshit. And I'm just like,
I'm gonna start this shit tonight.
tonight? All right, cool. Like we'll talk about it on the next week and be like, what'd you think of episode 5?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, everything about this show, dude. Captain America, Spider Man, everybody shows up. But
Damn.
there's like, a continuation of X-Men 97,
Mhm.
like 93,
Yeah,
and it's in that set in that universe still,
yeah.
and it's a great show to watch. Most definitely binge it. You'll love it.
Okay.
Um, who else? I think that's it. What else was there other shows? Mighty Ducks.
Mighty
Mighty
Ducks.
Ducks.
That was most horrible. That shit was horrible.
It was.
That shit.
But still, I was like, I saw one episode. It's like, oh, they're like literal ducks. Oh, okay.
I said this shit ain't got nothing to do with this movie. Even as a kid, I was
Um,
like, I wasn't feeling it.
I was hoping to see Goldberg, freaking
Yeah,
the other guys, everybody
yeah,
from that um after part 3, the Bash
yeah.
brothers, everything. No, they're literal ducks who are playing hockey. And I'm just like, after the first episode, I just like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, I ain't feel. I wasn't
After
feeling
school, come home, still there, still on. I was like, this shit's still on?
it.
What the Oh God. Why is this show still on? This is horrible. This is the cringiest shit ever. It's not my Mighty Ducks.
Nah, hell nah.
Um, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Uh, that show had me hooked, dude. Even
Had
knowing
everybody.
about
I remember. I can remember getting out of school. The bell would ring. I
yeah,
wouldn't say bye to nobody. I just run home.
Run
I
home.
said, "Hey," and this was the time when the Green Ranger popped up. I said, "I
Oh,
got to see what's going on." I said,
the Green Ranger was like that storyline had me hooked. Like, hey, I at school I'd be like, "Are you guys watching Power Rangers?" No, just me. Like, not even like I wouldn't even ask. I was like after the bell rings, like, all right, guys, morphin time.
They be looking crazy.
What? I was like, nothing. Never mind. You guys are watching nothing. I'd say like casually, morphin time, and then finally somebody's like, "You watching?" I was like, "Yeah." You? Yeah. Green Ranger. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
That shit's crazy. Let's fucking keep talking about it. Let's go. Keep
hell
going.
yeah.
And then we fucking finally see the fucking. There's a movie. There's fucking movie. Uh, Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. A second block of people that show up. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, what? What's? Oh,
Where the hell these
training.
fools come?
Oh,
Where the hell these fools come from? I'm like, dang.
because like if you're gonna replace training, they're gonna replace everybody else too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, damn. Okay.
Actually, there's a backstory that you need to check out. Damn, what's the name of the show? It's Hollywood. Mo- Monsters of Hollywood, and they do a
Monster.
whole episode of the
Oh,
it's the tragedy of the Power Rangers.
Oh shit, Monsters of
And
Hollywood.
I tell you, this episode is so crazy. They go through Trini's death. The one dude who was a Power Ranger, they killed somebody.
With a sword.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
fool. And
that
they
fool.
talk about Jason Davis Frank's
Death.
death.
Oh man.
It's a good episode.
So it's recently then.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
look it up again. I'm gonna give you the exact title for the show. You got to check that out, bro.
All
For
right.
real,
Okay.
it's amazing.
Hell yeah, dude. I'd definitely watch it.
Damn,
Um.
I remember them shows that they tried to piggyback off of Power Rangers, like Super Samurai Squad, VR VR Troopers,
VR Troopers.
Beetleborgs. I like
Beetleborg. Big bad Beetleborg. I remember that fucking theme song forever because that shit would annoy the hell out of me.
I like what
I hated the
Super
show.
Samurai Squad, boy. That shit was terrible. I like, dude.
And it's the same thing with Pokemon and then Digimon. I was like, what the hell is this? Everything was called Mon. Uh Execute Mon, Cookmon, Digimon, Pikachu Mon, Rhyhorn Mon. I was like, what the hell,
Pikachu.
dude? Like I'm just making shit up, but still, it's like I have cards too of those Digimon.
Like, damn, mate, though. Pikachu, mine.
No,
Oh shit.
but hold on, let me check out the cards real quick because I have them. There was some crazy ass.
Pikachu.
No, that's not Pikachu Mon. There was like some crazy ass Borg or stuff. Like, hold on, Jessmon, Fun Bmon, and I'm like, are y'all Jamaican or what the hell? Who made this? Arkai G, Arkai Angmon, Loimon, Beelzemon,
Mm.
Machine Dramon, Psychomon, Pedomon, Grademon,
That's
Frymon,
a damn shame.
Wifemon, Candlemon, Gavimon, Gladymon. It's like, okay, except for one, Black Sabbath. It's like, I don't understand these. What are these?
Man,
And some guy named Shanks. I don't even know if that's part of Digimon or some shit else. But I was like, this is horrible. Big Bad Beetleborgs pissed me off because of that fucking theme song. Big Bad, and they would dance too. I'm like,
no, that shit was horrible. My cousin loved that shit. I was turn that shit out. Like,
there was another one too called was it they had tattoos, teenagers with tattoos, teenage
I think I remember that.
tattoo, alien fighters. Teenage
Yeah,
tattooed alien fighters. They weren't
yeah,
even
that shit was
teenagers. They
terrible.
didn't have
Yeah, I remember
tattoos.
that. That shit was hot garbage. I like, like shit.
It was
Oh man.
horrible. And now we're gonna come up with the next episode is gonna be about horrible ass shows for the next week. Tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. There
Oh
it is.
my god.
That's the one. That's the one. Oh god. Ah, man.
That was worse than the shit. Like they tried to like when 90210 was on, then it said Sweet Valley High.
Melrose
I said,
Place. Melrose
what
Place.
is this shit?
Sweet Valley High.
Sweet Valley High.
Um. See what I mean?
Saved
Or,
by the like they had Saved by the Bell. Then you go California Dreamers.
hey, hey, calm down there,
Okay.
bud. Don't shit
California
on
Dreamers.
California Dreaming.
California Dreamers was cold. It was a good show,
It was a
but
good shit.
they was just piggybacking off of this shit though.
They were.
Hang time.
Hey, ah,
That
I'm
was my
done.
show.
I'm
That
done.
was my show.
City guys. Okay,
That was
Saturday morning cartoons are now Saturday morning sitcoms.
my show.
After
Hell
that,
yeah.
well, we can talk about that next week though.
All right, we'll get all right. I'm about to start
Because
singing the theme song of Hang Time. That's my shit.
I'm about to start singing the same time as City Guys. S C S
Hang
C
time.
C I T Y California Dreaming. And start singing that. Fucking Saved by the Bell, the 10th season of New Class. What the hell?
I don't even, that shit was so bad. I don't even remember the people on there.
I do. They all became stars. Like I know which ones who are on there and shit. Like now, because like hey, when they were fucking young, it's like
That boy
you
Screech did never leave that school.
they
I was like, he couldn't
Jesus,
do it. He
bro.
couldn't do nothing else with his life.
You're stuck as the same character for the rest of your life.
Rest in
Good
peace, but
lord.
man,
Yeah, but still, like nah,
right?
man.
It was terrible.
I'm starting to hear echo,
Uh oh.
so we're gonna end it here.
All right.
Cause I was like, damn, dude, almost 2 hour episode. That's great. Okay, but yeah, it's like it was fun.
Yeah,
This some fucking great fucking times.
we're gonna save that. We're gonna save the
We're,
sitcom talk to next week.
next week,
We're gonna talk about
exactly.
the shows.
All right, y'all. That's the end of the nostalgic joyride. We've officially pressed start on every memory card in our brains and button mashed our way through another episode like it owed us lunch money. I still not over the fact that you charge 500 for a Pikachu, but okay.
I sure did,
I
and
sure
I got
did.
it too. I
I sure
hustled that fool too.
it's like damn Pikachu at
I
the,
wonder
or
where he at
fucking
now. I could probably
Pokemon
get
at
him
the
again.
time. Pokemon at the time was fucking legit business.
And what's so bad beside it? It was fake though.
Wow.
It was a bootleg. It was a bootleg Pikachu. He didn't even look like Pikachu.
He looked like a fat Pikachu. Like
He looked like Garfield or some shit. But I got that $500 though.
oh shit, you got your $500. All right, man. Big thanks to my guy Greg, the only dude I know who could survive a '90s lightning round and still have enough gas in the tank to wrestle the spirit of the blockbuster itself.
Damn right.
Whether you were that kid hoarding Pizza Hut bucket coupons,
Mm,
trading holographic Pokemon cards behind the lunch tables, that's you. Or the legend who had a laminated Toys R Us wish list every Christmas, you're one of us. And in this corner of the universe, we don't grow out that, we power up. So next time adulting tries to hit you with a game over screen, just remember you got that M3P cheat code locked in. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Uh, select, start. I forgot the rest of it. We got nostalgia fueled comebacks, controller throwing debates. We sure did. Capri Sun wisdom, whisper lore with a steel chair twist, and mixtape energy with an aux cord heart.
mm.
Thank you for vibing with us today. Smack that follow button like it's the reset switch on your cousin Sega when he's winning. Tell your friends, your group chat, and the one uncle who still says Kawabunga. M3P is where it's at. This has been my third place podcast where we don't just keep it real, for real.
For
We keep
real.
it blockbuster, late fee, Nick at Night reruns, Lisa Frank folder full of secrets real.
Mhm.
So until next time, stay fresh, stay reckless, and don't trust anybody who says they don't use LimeWire. Peace, love, and pixelated chaos. We out. Uh, but for real, for real. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out on my third place podcast. Until next time, brothers. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out, and we're community, creativity, and a little bit of chaos. Always collide.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah, y'all stay good, and for real. Let
Real.
me know in the comments how many times we said that word, and take care. All right, man. I'll see you later. Thank you for
All
stopping
right,
in. I'll talk to you. Bye.
all right, bro.